Hey everybody, another day, another Abraham Hicks quote, but today is sunny and my flowers are planted and so it's extra special. So I'm getting started with my day outside. Let's dive into the quote. The little ones still remember how to use the power of their imagination. They are still engaged in the utilization of their imagination. That is one of the reasons that keeps them so exhilarated. Yes, absolutely, right? The sky's the limit for the little ones. But let's talk about the use of imagination for all of us out here who are now adults and are manifesting stuff. A lot of the times we want things to change in our life because we don't like something about our life. And so we kind of have this assumption that once we get this other thing that we don't have, we're going to feel better. But so much of the time, we totally forget to actually imagine what it would feel like if we had it. So we might say, "Oh, I don't like this relationship I'm in, or I don't like this job, or I don't like where I live." And yes, of course, okay, I want a juicy relationship. I want a good job, and I want to live somewhere really nice. And that would feel really good. I know that would feel really good. But really, in our minds, there's just like this assumption that it would feel good because it would be the opposite of what have now, and we don't like how we feel now, so we assume that that would be there. But we forget to really use the imagination. What that would look like would be like, all right, how would it feel? Okay, let me like imagine that perfect job. Let me imagine what would my day look like? What would my morning routine look like? When and where would I drink my coffee? Who would I talk to? What would it feel like to interact with good people? What would it feel like to walk down the hall? What would it feel like to afford a new car and have a nice commute to a nice job? Like, what would that feel like driving in a new car to your work where you get to really do things that please you? How would that feel? Maybe it's hard to find words, and that's okay. I don't even need you to find the words, but I need you to be like, close your eyes and be like, yeah, that would be amazing. What would that relationship feel like? What would it feel like if you had to choose a movie and imagine what would it feel like? We got an airplane overhead. That's the tricky thing about doing this outdoors. What would what would it feel like walking down the beach? What would it feel like having easy conversations with a friend who also, have benefits, right? Like, what would that feel like to just have those date nights and waking up with a partner in crime? What would that feel like? What would it feel like to live somewhere beautiful, waking up and having tea on the porch, looking at your flowers in your yard? What would that feel like? Would that just feel like, oh, amazing? So it's the power of the imagination, which is the tool which can allow us to imagine what something would feel like. But in the imagination, we're getting doses of that exact vibration. And the universe doesn't know whether that is a vibration from the past or something you don't have or something you do have. All it knows is right now you're emanating that. And that's when you can start attracting things. Isn't this amazing, you guys? Using your imagination can manifest you things. It doesn't have to be harder than that. The only difference between you now and when you have something you want is right. The thing you want has a vibration that you don't have right now, but you can just use your mind to start flexing the muscle of that vibration. It's not we don't have to be clever. We don't have to be smart. We don't have to be networked. We don't have to know all the answers. This is the mechanism of shifting our energy. So I hope this is helpful. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, introduce yourself. Find me on meetup.com. I have free meetups. It's called Fun with Law of Attraction. So just go to meetup.com, type that in, Fun with Law of Attraction. We go live Sunday nights and some other times sometimes. And let's get really good at this together, all right, you guys? All right, have a great day. Bye.